Hello, everybody. Bem-vindo a minha pequena historia do som. Welcome to my little history of heaven, another one of my end of days dialogues or duologue. You know, this kind of crisis, any crisis, really whips up a whole bunch of conspiracy theories. If not conspiracy theories, then conspiratorial thinking, right? And a lot of conspiratorial thinking is really grounded in reality. You know, there are rich people. The Davos crowd does have an agenda. Billionaires are evil, and so on. In my opinion, all billionaires are sociopaths, if not psychopaths. I mean, that's another story we could talk about some other time. But anyhow, people do conspire. There are agendas both on a nation state level, on a deep state level, security apparatuses, and all that kind of thing. So obviously, conspiracies do exist. Conspiracy theories can be bonkers. Conspiratorial thinking is totally human. We all come up with stories. You know, back in the day when we didn't have much scientific knowledge, we just told stories, you know. We had our myths, our Hindu myths and our Christian myths and our Egyptian myths and Greek myths and Roman and whatever. You know, just go on and on and on. We'd sit around, we'd come up with a story, and that would be the explanation for everything. So now we have all kinds of explanations for this. It could be that Bill Gates and a bunch of wealthy people are just trying to create an excuse to come up with a vaccine to chip all of us so they can track us and make us do what they want us to do. Matrix, batteries, slaves, whatnot, no freedom, a threat to the libertarian dream, to utopian thinking, whatever. So here we are, we're stuck with these guys who have figured out how to create a perfect virus to entrap and enslave the whole world. Well, maybe. But we didn't need a coronavirus, as I said last time, to achieve that. We already did when we bought a smartphone. And we've all kind of caved to bread and circuses anyway. We're not very politically aware or active. We don't participate really. We just sit back on the sidelines. And we watch, and then we get outraged, and then we get tribal. So I don't think we need a conspiracy for all of the things that are happening now to come down the pike. If we were wise people, we would slow down and we would look at technologies and we would look at our situation more carefully, and we would assess the probabilities and the risk of implementing and doing things in a more rational, more balanced, wise level. But we don't do that. There is a lot at stake. There's a lot of money on the table. There is a lot of control to be had. Never waste a crisis. Obviously, that's going to happen. People are going to take advantage of the situation. The other thing I'd like to say is that this is hurting poor people and minorities a lot more than people like me, who can shelter comfortably in a house away from people and have fun making videos talking to you. A lot of people have to get on a bus to go to work. So I'm going to put Jeremy Scahill's podcast also in the description to this video. And I hope you'll listen to it. The Intercept, it's quite good. We have to think about that, the impacts on people. So I don't think it's a conspiracy. So the idea I had, I know you guys probably know about Occam's razor, right? A simpler explanation is probably the one that's correct, right? You know Occam's razor. And then there's Hanlon's razor, and that reads, never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity. So Trump's in that category sometimes. I mean, Trump is capable of a good con, but sometimes he's just acting out of stupidity and vain arrogance and, you know, the usual psychopathic bullshit. But in simpler words, in Wikipedia, it says some bad things happen not because of people having bad intentions, but because they did not think it through properly. And this goes back to a book that was written by Robert J. Hanlon. It was called Murphy's Law and Murphy's Law, Book 2, More Reasons Why Things Go Wrong. And that was inspired by a similar saying, and one example, there's many, obviously, because it makes so much sense. Never ascribe to malice that which is adequately explained by incompetence. Who was supposed to have said that? Napoleon Bonaparte. Maybe he did. Sounds Napoleonic, Bonaparte-esque to me. So, I don't know. I didn't find anything like this, though. But if you find it, let me know. My thinking is, let's see, I have to scroll back. I want to say it right. Where did I put that? Anyway, the idea is never ascribe to a conspiracy like the Davos crowd, that which can be explained perfectly well through systemic research and analysis. In other words, back to the intercepted Scahill thing, this is systemic. We were going to have this problem anyway. It's baked into the system. The shortages, the price gouging, the entertainment on television about how heroic we all are, the conspiracy theories, the conspiratorial thinking, the people taking advantage of a crisis, all of it was baked into the system. So I beg people to think about symbiosis and systems and so on. And I'll put some links in the description, and that's about all I have to say. I'm working things through with you, and I thank you for your attention. Take good care, stay healthy, and have fun. Live large. If this is the end of days, make the best of it. We're all going to die sometime, that's for sure, but hopefully not for a while. Bye-bye.